Hey there everybody, welcome to another video of Journey Outdoors. Today, most of you will have seen the previous video that I bought my Nocta Legend metal detector. I've had about 5 hours of use on that machine now, and I'm just about to go down to the beach for the very first time. And instead of spending $300 on a sand scoop, I'm going to DIY my own sand scoop for about $20, maybe $25. So I thought I'd share with you how I'm doing that today. Let's get into it. So you can see here, this is just an adjustable spreader bar that I got from a hardware store. This cost me about $16, and what I really like is it's got a flat section on two ends that I'm going to be able to thread some screws through to give it a little bit more strength. Now, because there's 3 bars here, theoretically I could make 3 sand scoops out of it. Because I've got kids, I'm going to make 2 sand scoops, one for me, one for them. And that'll give me a spare handle if I need it. Now, I've got a few washers here. I've got a 25mm M6 nut and bolt. So, as I said, $16 thereabouts for the spreader. The washers and the bolt cost me about 50 cents, maybe $1 all up for all of the washers. I've got a couple of U-bolts here, they were just over $5 each. And then I've got this stainless steel utensil drainer. Now, you can get these from places like IKEA or Kmart, $2 shops, things like that. This one here cost me $8, and what I really like about it is you might be able to see on the inside, it's got some holes right at the back. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to use the U-bolts and I'm not going to need to do any drilling. I'll just be able to screw that in straight away. Alright, you've seen all the equipment, all the supplies that we're going to use. Because I have 2 bars, I do have a second utensil drainer to make the second sand scoop for the kids. Let's go, let's see how I can put this together. So first of all, I'm going to try and use this flat end here with the hole in it as an extra point of tension or grip. And I'm going to try and screw that on just like that. I'm going to use the U-bolts so that we're getting those through and holding that in place on the drainer. Let's get to work. Two of these U-bolts might be overkill, but I'm going to give it a try. You could try with just one as well. So you can see here the first U-bolt goes in those holes there. I'll grab a washer each. And I will put the flat section on. Now I won't tighten these nuts too tight just yet, because I want to be able to put the bar and the handle in first, and then I'll tighten them up properly. So I'm hoping about that, and the bar still fits in. Now I know that a $300 sand scoop, the front is going to be cut off on an angle, so you're going to be able to dig and scoop a little bit easier, but I don't live near the beach, so I won't be going out every week. This is just a every now and then sort of thing. So if I can do this for $20, and this works fantastic. Alright, the second U-bolt's almost all the way in. There we go, I just have to play with this a little bit there, like that. So in this instance, you might be able to see there, it's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to line up the holes to get this bolt through. I was hoping it would come into this hole here. So I might just have a play and move this U-bolt, see if it can come into this hole here, and that will allow me to get the handle into the hole down there. If that doesn't work, we'll just have a scoop that holds on just like this. Let's have a quick try and see what we can come up with. So the short answer is no, that's not going to work necessarily. So if you only have the one U-bolt, and it looked like this, I would then grab this spreader in here. I'd line it up to a hole like that, and I would just put that in there, and I think that would hold quite nicely. Now, because I'm making two, I'm going to try one like this, with the single U-bolt and then the bolt underneath, and I'll do a second one with two of the U-bolts. And we'll test them both out at the beach and we'll see if there's one that works better than the other. So I'll just put the washer in here now. So just tightening out the bolts, if you can see that. Making these nuts finger tight, and then we'll be done. Now just for a little bit of context, these bars, they're about 90 centimeters long each. So as you can see here, for $20 I've created a DIY sand scoop. Now, with the magic of camera work, I'll make up this second one and I should be able to click my fingers and we should appear at the beach. Alright, here we are at the beach. First time we're giving our DIY scoop a go. It is a little bit cold and unfortunately I forgot my microphone, so I'm going to have to do this all from my camera. So let's see if it works as good as a $300 scoop. Perfect.